Tom, can you show us like how to build lists in Sales Navigator and what some of the most effective best practices are there?
All right, so this is my real sales nav, and I'm selling to people. So if you're on this list, then don't take offense to that. Or if you know someone on this list, introduce me to them. Just kidding. But so this is the homepage. I'll show you some of the searches that I have, and then how one might create a list. So first, let me just show you. I typically go into the lead filters, and you've got 20-ish different ways that you can find leads, right? Some easy things like if you integrate your CRM or you have an account list, you can upload it here to Sales Nav. You can do company size, industry, things like that, your territory, geography, things that your territory is probably based out of if you're a BDR or an AE. And you can have that inputted. And then you can get even more specific based on things like job titles, functions. I know Nav will get into personas a little bit later. You can get into who follows your company on LinkedIn, who's engaging with you, all this cool stuff, right? So the possibilities are endless. And I'll show you just maybe one, and if you want me to show more, I can. But one of my favorite ones, and this was the number one way that I booked pipeline when I was working at Gong, and I was there for 2 years before I started my own company, is doing this. So this is just kind of like a dummy instance, but what this is showing, Caroline, is this is showing people that used to work at our best customers, our case studies, our testimonials, companies that I used to sell to, people that are happy customers that are now located in my territory, right? So here's an example. So I would say past company, I listed off a couple businesses here, right? And then current company, they no longer work at that business. Title, changed job in the last 90 days. So because I only put 4 accounts here, this list isn't super big, but there's 4 results. So let's look at Kane. This is real. I actually used to work with when Kane was working at another company. He was a director of sales. I was training his sales team. Now he just landed 3 months ago as the VP of sales at this company. Kane would be a great person for me to talk to and message and say, hey, I know that we were doing some work before at XYZ company. Congrats on the new land over here. Would love to hear about what's going on and if we might be able to be helpful. So that was like the number one thing that I did at Gong was find people that were happy customers. They went to a new company, send them a message that was relevant to their new role, and the pipeline came in pretty quickly. So that's one of my favorite ones, but use a bunch of other ones as well.